Hello, hello, everybody. See, the chat has been quite active already before the stream even started. That's always a good sign. Well, yeah, let's take a look at a few things today. I haven't really done any setup aside from starting up the save game and selecting some things. I haven't Talented Gamer. I feel like that would be a better one for Case Area since he already has some of the case tractors like that. So yeah, we got a few things we're going to look at. We're going to be taking a look at the Phiber Dash and what I've kind of done on it this week. And then I ended up doing a little bit of map stuff and some other things today. So I was kind of happy with the Dash and how that was. So then I did some work on the map, actually kind of implementing the map to be a little bit extra functionality for that mod. Yes, Canada Farmer, we will be take a look at that. Unfortunately, this is going to be a PC only thing probably, because in multiplayer it does throw errors. I might try to just submit it to Giants and see what they say, but I also don't want to put something out that creates errors when I know it creates errors, so I'm kind of on the fence there on that. But we will be taking a look at that. I've tested it out a few times and it actually works really awesome. See what sort of crops are out here. I still haven't gotten rid of some of these crops that nobody wants to see on here yet. We got any interesting fields that aren't too interesting? Actually, we can try it on this field of barley here. Yeah, we can test the. We do the AI swather on here. You don't need the Plains Prairies plate. I just selected that because I like that pack. Hey, so Sask. Yeah, I just have the Plains and Prairies because I like it, and the Macdon. Put on there just in case, but I'll probably use mine. Because we can transport a little faster. Actually, we will do a canola field so we can put the roller behind it, since you don't roll any other crops normally. Oh, there's a canola field right there. You just have to skip a month to do that. Maybe I should. Right here. There. Let's own everything. Put down. Wrong button. Put down random farmhouse. Oh, we'll use this one. There we go. Fast forward till this canola is ready, and then we will do stuff like that. Talented Gamer, I would like to do, yeah, an older flex coiler Brigo at some point. But again, that's with my older swather. And there's a lot of projects I want to do, and I know I'll never get to doing all of them, so it's just a matter of which ones I have time to do in the end. There we go, allow us to harvest now. Okay, we need a swather. With this one, I really like the older, maybe Challenger. Analytics, sorry, you can stick around longer, but you can always, yeah, watch it back later. Yeah, we can throw our GPS on. We can throw on the light bar there. Talent Gamer, there will be two. The one you just saw is kind of the more setup one. Grab one of these. Grab one of these, even though... Okay, that was just a long time. Well, if I'm taking the transport, then I don't really... Doesn't really work that well with the... roller. Talent Gamer, it's kind of a Manitoba-based map. And Rabid Fox, it is sent to Giants with these updates on it. We'll just drive it over there. We'll just maybe turn up the time, get rid of the fog here. Or what kind of canola you'd want, the fog and the moisture in the air, so maybe we'll just leave it. But yeah, Talent Gamers starting farms, since we're going straight here. So yeah, this one I just built the house in is over here. Obviously I don't have a PDA yet. But yeah, that one's over here, and then the starting farm will be in here, which we'll drive past here in a little bit on our way to the field. Which there's nothing there yet. Yeah, I'll probably only be doing one map. It's a big time commitment, and that's not exactly my area of expertise, making maps, so there's other people out there I'm sure can make them a lot faster than me. But and to me, just the time investment is huge with a map compared to a mod. I could make probably, 5 completely new from scratch mods in the time it takes to make a map, so to me, it's a better, way to spend my time if I'm making equipment. So that's what I know best. Yeah, Edgewater's pretty good. That's South Sask, though. It's more to thank. I did just kind of some of the back-end stuff to make it special. But the actual map making itself was all South Sask. Yeah, it's a lot of work going on here. Trying to get everything done. Also, I think I need to smooth this road out here. I was looking at that the other day. Pretty steep there, but we'll swing in here. This is will be the starting farm. Will be down here. Better check for trains. Also, I should actually let me just check my sound here. Oh yeah, turn my game sound down a little bit because in the outside view it's pretty loud. Through, I think. I'll just adjust that. I turned it up when I'm, not streaming, but then when it's on a stream, it's pretty loud and overpowers my voice. So So this is kind of the starting farm location, and it's the only real farm in the map area. Got to switch this back. Yeah, it'll be grain bins to the right of the swather here. It'll be probably house kind of in the trees there. Maybe I might have to tweak the trees some. Yeah, put a house in there. A shed. Be garage. And then likely some grazing across the creek there. It's kind of vision. I got Glenn is working on making a new machine shed for me, so hopefully that's I don't know if he's been working on it too much, but I did send him a bunch of pictures and stuff that he was working on making a custom shed for this farm based off a real shed. The train will be on there, but I'll just have it, it won't be the CP and CPKC logos. It'll be changed out for, I believe it's Lizard Pacific. And Lizard Pacific, Lizard City. Just because I found it hilarious to do that, so. Yeah, the names are kind of ridiculous, but I found it was also kind of funny to have them names be that ridiculous. That Talented Gamer, I would say Manitoba was probably my favorite just because I live here, but I mean, there's definitely, it's definitely not perfect. Let's see. Let's throw on 2. I hate how it does that. The sloughs definitely confuse the AI a bit. 3. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's new. Interesting. What if I take the roller off? Okay, apparently for some reason it doesn't, the hired worker does not want a swath. Come on. There we go. Yeah, Rabbit Fox, it will be kind of, yeah, a rundown starter farm. It'll be the 8570 Massey, the 3650 John Deere. Might do some stuff in the map, like I'll probably my versatile augers will be implemented into the map as starting stuff. So the screen storage will be a bunch of old West Steels likely. If I can remember the controls for the roller, maybe I need to. You do this. There we go. Lower the roller down a bit. So it actually rolls. I don't know, it shouldn't be the grass setter. I'm pretty sure I bought the right one. can double check that though. I'm pretty sure I got the right one. Yeah. You know, because it shows here I own the green one. Talented Gamer, I don't know when the map will come out. There's a lot of work to go yet. And every time, I quite often think of more things that need to be done. Yeah. And Old School Gaming asked, I do like Alberta. I was there this spring. I got some family out there, so I do travel out that way from time to time. Favorite equipment company? I don't know, I really like versatile stuff. I just... From a looks thing in Farm Sim, I just feel the color scheme of the versatile equipment just looks really good. I'm always kind of partial to them. Yeah, we'll do maybe a lap or two, and then we will go get a combine with the pickup header for a bit of a demo on that. Speaking of which, we should buy it. Actually, let's pick out the combine first and then get the header to match. You don't have any mods. Okay, I was thinking of maybe doing that route, but the deer is a higher road speed, so we will go with the deer. That's interesting. Still got a ways to go. Pick up header AI. Series. Crop catcher on there. Once I turn the corner, maybe I'll try the AI again. That's weird that it didn't want to work on swathing. On Old School, it'll be only be doing the one map. And yeah, Talented Gamer, it will be all platforms is the goal. As with most of my stuff. Yeah, it's so weird. Maybe actually we'll follow this around when we get to the barley field. We'll try that. I'm pretty sure I had the swather doing swathing on its own. And the other thing the roller will do with it, because it kind of functions as a wheel, so it will, and if you've got destructible stubble, it'll also crush that down. if you're doing it yourself. If you're doing it with the AI, it won't. But so that way, when you harvest it, you have that spot where the stubble is crushed under where the swath was sitting, which is kind of cool. Yeah, maybe put this in that. Because I know there's a barley field next to this. We'll maybe put it in the barley field. See if the AI works there. If not, maybe we'll just leave it at this. I need to do some investigating with the swather here. I don't believe so, Talented Gamer. I think he's kind of taking a break from modding. I know he doesn't have much free time lately either. So I think when he prefers to just play the game and enjoy it. See? Something with canola, because yeah, he wants to go in the barley here. That's interesting. Yeah, we cruise this down. Just could have swapped that ride there. Oh, this gives you a little scenic tour of the map. Actually, I should have went the other way around. But we'll maybe grab a grain truck too to empty the combine out, so we can go the other way with the grain truck. Hey, Daniel. Yeah, we'll do the little AI swathing demo, and then we'll move into some Phiber Dash stuff. Flashers. I do like the look of these combines, like the angular styling the Deere's got on their new combines. I know it doesn't really mean anything for how good function they are, but they look cool. The other little change I made on the pickup headers is now all the joint straps or like the joiners for the drapers aren't all in a row anymore. They're kind of random. The pickup fingers do overlap, but they're two separate animations, so they always get a little out of sync. Yeah, I generally like FS25. I mean, I think I've gone back to 22 once, and that was just to look at something. How something worked in 22, just to look for something in 25 I was working on. I'm usually one once the new game comes out, I usually don't go back. Okay. Doesn't really matter what setup we do. We need 2 headlands. Let's see what happens. Oh, never mind. Apparently it also makes its error here. But it seems to be working, even with the error. So we can hop out and the AI will harvest away there on their own. I wish I would have had this when I was taking screenshots for the pickup header. It would have made it a lot easier to get the action shots. The AI still does their weird stopping and starting thing. Don't know why Giants, yeah, with this new AI system, anything really can run on AI. I feel like they should have made anything be able to use it, because this works. There's those Baylor mods, which I think they don't have errors, but... Kenny asks... Oh, never mind, Kenny deleted his message, so I can't read it to you. We will go get a future mod that 4 out of 6 of these pieces are done, and then there's a 7th piece that hasn't been finished modeling yet. But if we go to these, that's not ready, obviously. But yeah, we'll throw a green box on here. I will leave the red. Not going wrong way. I should go this way. X2. This is actually the one I did in the thumbnail for this video. I actually quite liked it. Wait. Also, I discovered today, apparently, the 5th wheel isn't set up right on this truck, that the trailer doesn't move with it. One of the updates Giants had me do, I apparently broke it and didn't realize. Rabbit Fox, we'll be getting to that right away. After I do a little... go unload that combine and move it over, or have it parked by the barley, so if we do in our demo later, we can do that. Then we'll take a look at the Phiber stuff, because I've also made the co-op pack here compatible with it as well. So when the Phiber stuff's ready, I'll submit an update for the co-op pack that you'll be able to, if you have that mod, you'll be able to buy the stuff there as well. So yeah, there's the town. Not a whole lot done there. Still got to do all the other general buildings, but take this little 2-lane here. Kenji says, why can you drag a tree out of the forest with a winch but can't pull a tractor out of the ditch? It's just how giants have set up the winches. They've just made it that they only attach to the trees. I think that is a pretty popular question there, though. Round Fox, the bed pack isn't done yet. I just showed it. Obviously, these are not usable yet. So yeah, I haven't finished converting the silage bosses yet. Obviously, their materials are almost up. And I still need to... I was going to put the pup frame from the Mac. I was going to move it into this pack. So I have to do that yet. And I was going to make a new model for it, because the one I had in 22 wasn't very good. It was kind of hacked together a little bit, so I was making a more proper frame for it. So, but once the Phiber is all done, then we will be moving over to finishing this pack up, is the goal. The AI is doing interesting things, but it can do what it wants. And yeah, while we wait for that to fill up, we will buy a truck here. We'll put some power in this one since we got to drive a long way. I wasn't going to do a dump truck box because E2 Studios had his in 22, but now that he's not been very active, I might have to. Back cab. Yeah, sure, we can do that. Yeah, it kind of looks ugly. Oh wait, this is how I did this one. Let's see what some metallic black look like. Interesting. The Volvo. Okay, well, we'll take a look at it here. We'll have some hefty weight going on it. So we will we'll take a little look at that. We could. Let's see. We could go with the 50-footer. This one, obviously, we're... Oh, wait. Well, we could buy one of these as well. It will be for all platforms, Taylor. This channel. Grocer, I will maybe be looking at that. Yeah, for an update down the road. Most people have requested it, so I might do a different rear end for it with some different lights and stuff as an option that has a hitch as well. Gradman's asking for a cotton module bed for the bed pack. That was one of my original ideas in 22. I just never got around to actually making it. We'll put that on there. This one, I don't know where we go here. We'll put the wheels on this one. Oh, I remember the only other thing I was thinking of maybe doing on the Phiber now that I haven't done. I was thinking of possibly making it easier to switch between the fertilizer and herbicide. Hold on. just going to go jot that in my little notes file here. Because, yeah, I had thought of an idea to make it easier to switch between the two, but I forgot about that. Trying to implement that. So, also the dash that I'm using right now is on the itch page. So it's been updated on there. I want to try to get rid of the swath transport. Don't need that. Old school gaming. I'm not planning on doing any pickup trucks right now. Maybe someday. Oh, right. Okay. We'll buy one of these. And we'll buy one of these. The CV series, I'll wait till I have a little bit more to update on it, but I did add this option of a heavy hauler, so it weighs an unrealistic amount and has 1,500 horsepower for the people that seem to think it's a semi-truck. Yeah, because I've seen complaints that it's too light and doesn't do enough, but it's set to realistic values, so I added that. So at some point when there's an update, we'll add in a very unrealistic option to it. We need grab a forklift. Which Mafia? Why is one named Lizard and the other name brand? On which? In the dash? So the Phiber stuff, I'm assuming this is what you're talking about? So the Phiber is all, this is stuff Phiber makes, and this is considered Phiber trailer. Oh yeah, this one is Lizard though. So yeah, maybe that's the one you're asking about. Yeah. Otherwise, the Lizard stuff, these are technically different brands that aren't in the game that, you know, build the trailers themselves. Phiber just builds the orange stuff that goes on them. I see that other one has its own thing going on there. Head over here. Let's take a quick stop over here. Kind of like Phiber builds certain components and then they buy other components from other manufacturers. So like these tanks, I believe, are made by Ace. The trailers are made by Benke. And then Phiber makes the orange stuff, goes in between and puts the whole thing together. Yeah, we'll take a look at this. So if you guys remember, in February or March, I was kind of working on my own older Versatile. Well, then Giants announced theirs, and it was kind of why bother making mine, because this one I was working on fixing the model that was had a lot of incorrectness to it, which I got nowhere near finishing that. And then Giants announced theirs, that they're finally releasing it, and I figured that there was no point in me continuing on with this when they already have a perfect model made from 3D scans. So I kind of shelved this project. But yeah. But someone had donated this model, and I felt, well, I really should use it. So I got thinking yesterday, you know, I need some equipment to sit at the dealership, make it filled up. So this is just a map object. It just sits here. It's missing lots of details. I might add lights to it. Some lights to it just to make it look a little better. But again, it's a map object, so it doesn't need to look too good. I just blacked out the windows rather than having an interior to keep poly count down. But yeah, figured, well, at least it'll go to use, and then it looks pretty cool there sitting in front of the dealership. So But I'll likely add some other, equipment from the brands on the sign there to sit at the dealership. Make it look, like they actually have something to sell to you. Yeah. On the right side here, the highway, it's kind of all just buildings that are kind of a rough-in idea. There's actually more in Giant Center, but for some reason some of them don't show up. That's why there's floating stuff there and that. Jake's off. Yeah, I think I was gonna do some warehouses over here, possibly. Rabbit Fox, the dash is now posted up for some more testing by the general public right now. How it is. And then I want to get a little bit more feedback, and then just, do a few more things, and then I will submit it for testing after that. Just because it's such a complex mod, I want to make sure it's, working well. Oh, I just realized we forgot to make our other stop. Oh well, we'll head down and get some water first. I want to make sure I'm very happy with it before submitting it, because updating things on Giants takes a little bit more time. So I'd rather just do the testing on the PC side, find the issues there. If other people find things that I don't, and then work them out and then submit it. There's no costs for licenses and brands usually, Dexter. It's just whether Giants wants to license them. For example, Foremost has never been licensed, despite being requested like 3 years ago. But Phiber got licensed before Giants had even tested the mod, so it all depends on if they think your brand is going to add to the game, or if it's fine just being a lizard. So apparently the train is too close, because you can see it off the map there. Maybe my border will have to make the border to hide that a bit. Here's one of my additions I made prior to the stream. Brought the community well over and made it a filling point here. Oh, that is very slow. Okay, note to self. Actually, I'm just going to go do it right now. Bump up the fill speed on the well. Because I haven't actually tested it, and that is very slow. I mean, somewhat realistic, but I don't think anyone wants to wait that long for water, so we will bump that up. Won't help us now because we're already in the game, but is on there. Yukai says the attachment for the unreversed seed runner on the dash is floating slightly. Okay. Okay, I think that would have to be a Schultz side fix, because it uses the same one as the water tanks and they sit good, so might need to add a little fix on the seed runner mod itself. But I will put that in my notes as well. It's a lot easier to note things down, then I don't have to remember it. Red Fox said add purchase housing plots in the neighborhood or something. Could maybe do like a house in town for sale if people want to do that instead. I could maybe I won't do a ton, but maybe just one. And will the train be on all platforms? It will be, just without the real railroad logos. Will be switched out for lizardified versions, which are honestly kind of funny. I laughed quite a bit when I was making them because it was quite funny to make everything about lizards. Lizard Pacific, Lizard City Southern. Let's make it progress here. I'll go empty the combine. Oh, and there's the classic sound bug. Now we have no sound from the game. Okay, yeah, there was that sprayer. At some point, yeah, I would like to finish it. Although now for 22, I might pull some different booms for it since we've got a few more options. I know I was thinking of maybe taking the Agrifac booms and using them instead. Give it the biggest, make it the biggest sprayer possible with huge booms and huge tank. That's still filling. Okay, the ramps up. Drop it down. Yeah, Rabbit Fox. It'll be the same train, just different logos. And honestly, I can kind of show you the different. I can pull up the console logos here. Honestly, when I see them, I laugh because they're funny. Let me just find. Platforms, textures. So here's the. This is the one for the rail cars. Let me just double check that you guys can see this. Yes, you can. Okay, good. So yeah, we got instead of Norfolk Southern, it's Lizard Southern with the lizard. We've got I forgot what CSX stands for, but there's the version. There's Lizard National, Lizard Pacific, Lizard City Southern. I think the BNSF one's just Lizard Railway. And then Lizard Pacific Railway with the lizard. So they look close, but they're different enough that they're all lizardified. And I found it quite hilarious when I laughed quite a bit while making this. Gavin Coop or Knoop. The Swather will be coming to console. It's just once Giants tests it. Yeah, 11, the no sound thing. I don't know if it's something when I stream, because I feel like I don't get it very often when I'm not streaming or recording. So I don't know if it's... Maybe I need to... I know I keep ignoring updates for OBS, so maybe that's the issue. Oh. That's nice. Okay, apparently... I was doing something with the procedural placement earlier, and apparently the... it wiped a lot of my... stuff I'd done around here. That's annoying. So yeah, I had done the grass and everything much nicer over here. That's very annoying that that's happened. Thomas is asking about an air seeder. Yeah, I would definitely like to at one point, but yeah. Older, smaller air seeder, older swather. They're all on my list, but it all takes time too. So yeah, the co-op I added now that you can go and buy different things. Again, they changed the prices now that you will save a little bit using the co-op versus going and buying the pallets at the store. You don't get to choose which chemical you have here. It's just VP480 for the herbicide, but that's fine. Oh, Swather's over there now. We'll just stop him. So if you missed at the start of the stream, there is now an AI pickup header on Etch. It might throw errors, but it does work in single player. definitely does not work in multiplayer. Yeah, 11, it does usually if you restart the game. It's just then you have to take the time to restart the game. I don't know. It annoys enough people. Or put in the comments if you want me to restart the game, get the sound back. We can try that. Or if it doesn't bother you, then we can just leave it too. Usually, in my experience, once it starts doing this, it doesn't take very long for it to. You start the game and it lasts a few minutes and comes back. Oh, it's wet here. There's water when you make ruts. Interesting. I didn't even intend for that, but apparently it's a feature of the map. Okay, Swather did one. Oh, finally almost full over here. Right there. Okay, so yeah, this guy is ready to load up some herbicide on the dash when we get that far. I mean, I guess I could restart the game, because I did forget about throwing the seed runner in here, because could do a demo with it too, and checking its functionality with the planter. I did kind of do it the other day, but I could always check it again. And maybe we'll do that, because it is kind of annoying having no sound. This is Mouse Creek. It's a work in progress map I've been working on. Let's see a quick game instead. The GPS does work, and this kind of PC only on the itch AI Swather also works too. Seed runner. Yeah, Thomas, I like kind of the scaled fields too. I feel like it's balance things out a little more, and you can always plow them together if you want to make them into full quarters, because that can be fun too once you. Oh, see, we already lost sound before we even got back in the game. So that was wasn't worth the time apparently. Seed runner for Phiber dash. There we go. Tell Schultz to. How do these? His coloring's weird on here. How do these go again? I honestly haven't had one of these. Yeah, that's what I thought. He's got his colors a little goofy. Oh, well, we'll go with that. Okay, we'll just do a build your own trailer. Animate dash. And we'll do a water pump. We're not really doing a dash specific trailer here. It's kind of a homemade thing, and we're using the manifolds. Water tank. Oh, we'll stick with the bulb. We'll put more power in it. I should have kept the forklift over here. Red Fox says you should make the seed runner as an update or something and make it like it's on a little trailer like you guys see in real life. I think there is there not one already. I don't know. Talent Gamer, you have a purple crown. I believe that says you are a #1 top fan, apparently. Yep, you're the #1 fan, apparently, for sending the most messages, I guess. So I think it's whoever sends the most messages gets crowns, I guess, or something. I don't know. It's new, I think. Okay. Okay. Did the dash this way. I should have done. Unfortunately, I keep forgetting to yeah, it should be dash reversed. There. I keep forgetting to put in the customize point at the shop, so there's no sell point there yet. Oh, apparently I bought 2 water pumps as well. But I keep forgetting to put in customization points. Every time I want something new, I got to go buy it again. That's the button again. There we go. Put that there. I think that's how it goes. Oh, okay, I'm going to put this too far this way. Maybe it's really need to make. Oh wait, I might have a way to look. Oh, there you go. Let's see. I did add this in here to show you kind of different ways to assemble it. Actually, that should put the heat tender is actually really high up there, but oh well. It'll definitely reach into anything now. Where are we at? Thomas was asking about the sell points. Well, we can continue this way. There's kind of 2 main grain sell points. These roads haven't been done anything with them yet. Yeah, there's 2 main grain sell points. One is done, the other one isn't yet for the model itself. But this one here, I mean, they're your classic wood grain elevators, so I won't bother trying to drive in there because I'm way too tall. But yeah, there's that one, and then there's that one over there. So they're both about the same, but there's decent access to get in there and get lined up with them, I would say. Actually, yeah, that's the other thing. Oh, you kind of reminded me there. I wasn't planning on adding more bodies to it, but yeah, I should add the attachers for some of the dash stuff onto the flat deck on there for sure. This door is nice and tall, so we can come in here. The classic farm sim, really good at picking where you're loading. She's top heavy. Maybe I should have put the seed tender on the back. But Dexter's saying he's been on Riverbend Springs working on creating a recycling scrapyard using model placeables. Haven't really seen any maps using, but definitely has to map. Well, see, there is something I'm planning for this map involving something like that. I just haven't got around to doing anything with it. So we can buy some fertilizer here, and then this truck is ready to go as a tender for a planter. Which, yeah, I did test this. I didn't test with the seed tender part of it, but we'll just drive this over to the co-op instead. If we can navigate between all the random light poles here, really should get rid of them. Evan, I haven't looked into making the Seed Hawk compatible with the DLC one. I mean, they work together, just the hoses don't work together. The Seed Runner is a separate mod, Rabbit Fox. That'd be why you probably didn't see it last time you tried. Don't think we needed the planter unfolded. Waiting here, apparently. Again, started the game there, so everything's all messed up over there. Where are we going? This guy. Oh, you can put that pipe out. Again, doesn't work. You gotta come over here, open your covers, and then bam. You can refill with your seeds. can refill our seeds on there. Put that away. So then, why did I do that? I can go this way. Okay, then we can go to the pump. We can put the pipe out on the pump. And boom, we get a laser. Now we come here. Well, actually, no, I don't need to pull up it. I can leave it here. Then I can go with my mouse controls. I can go back and forth with the laser. Now, I had debated making an option, but then I decided, you know, it's going to be very hard to tell where this invisible node is. We can move it over here to our water tanks, but nothing's happening. Well, the issue is with a lot of planters, if you're having an issue, open your seed covers and boom, we're getting fertilizer. For some reason, a lot of planters have the seed lids also, for some reason, need to be open to refill your liquid fertilizer as well. Ah, okay, Rabbit Fox. The thing is, it's two separate mods, so that's why it's not an option, but you can, yeah. We did it that way that Schultz made his mod compatible with mine, because he was the one that did the seed tender up. So that's why that's done that way instead. And there we go. We can close that. We come back over here, we can shut the pump off. The huge laser disappears. So I did that. Sometimes it usually works that if you have, you know, the laser enabled, you can you know, drive right through it, and you could leave it on and just keep driving the sprayer up to it and it'll automatically refill. Sometimes it doesn't work. If it doesn't automatically refill, just hop in the truck. And for some reason, that usually gets it working. But it works a lot more consistently than the previous version of the Dash did. I think I get what you're meaning, Rabbit Fox. You're meaning like the actual, like a normal seed tender that's built on a trailer. You're meaning like, you're meaning one of these as a mod. Honestly, I don't know if anyone's converted that. No, it doesn't look like it's been done yet. Yeah, I don't think anyone's converted just the standalone trailer there yet. So, yeah, let's get this guy. I did also make some center mass adjustments to the water tanks, especially because once they're loaded, they were making a very high center of gravity. So I tweaked them. Because, yeah, before, if I would have turned, it would have flipped there. So that one, yeah, I did tweak and lower. Yeah, that's the other option, as Grocer said. You can put the Schultz's trailer on anything. Just on my trailers, it attaches. So it makes it a little nicer top rate in a way. Yeah. And I'm surprised that I don't think there's any other seed tenders right now. At least not. I guess if you're on PC, OS Farms has one on their Facebook page. Other than that, I don't know of any seed tenders. I'm honestly surprised, yeah, that no one's put the actual trailer one on the mod hub, because it is just the Giants model originally. So, yeah. Really should put a scale somewhere. It'd be interesting just for driving around so you can weigh things. Actually, do this scrapyard. I could put a scale there to weigh things. Oh yeah, yeah. The brakes are not good, but this is also a lot of weight. Let's see how much weight. Where is our total weight? 47,000 kilograms. So yeah, we are scaling in. And yeah, just over 100,000 pounds right now. So makes sense that it takes a little while to stop and pick up speed again. But this is also, yeah, we got a little over 8,000 gallons of water on there. No plans for tender bed in the bulk truck bed pack. I mean, technically you can put the seed tender we were just looking at. It could go on the X2 flatbed and make one that way. But otherwise, I haven't had one yet. So let's get rid of these. Hopefully no trains come while I'm not looking. Yeah, it takes a little bit to stop with this. Here, I'll just take a... This should fit through the elevator, I think. It's got a decent enough driveway that you can get most trailers lined up with it. Oh. Apparently we're too low. Well, Super B wouldn't have that problem. Hung up on the steps. Oh, whoop. That's not the one I wanted. I want, no, not that one. Does that help that case any? Okay. Note to self. Trailers are too low to come through here, but I'm not going to have that problem with the green trailer. But yeah, we'll head across to the co-op here, load up with some herbicide. I think, yeah, he does have a standalone one. I haven't thought of it, but would be more that he would need to add an attacher to his, I would think. I haven't never looked at the scripting of his to know if he has anything in there for stuff. But alrighty. Forklift. Oh, I forget this one. I think doesn't lift that high. If I remember correctly. Yeah. Does not lift high enough to go onto the cage. Yeah, maybe he did set it up for it too. I don't know. I honestly haven't used it that much, as I haven't really had a save game yet where I've needed a seed tender. Oh, that one was not very straight at all. Oh well. No, I pushed it too far probably. Now, one thing I have had issues with, just hop up here. Oh, it's going to work today. I've had it before where you come up here to do the straps and they won't do them. It does the ones on the trailer below for some reason. Yeah, so there we got our trailer all loaded up here with even more weight. We'll pick up a sprayer. Go with this one. Is that the sprayer I was working on? I kind of want to do these 54 meter booms onto it. Yeah, I have a sprayer that I was working on that has basically two of these tanks. So it has a 24,600 liter capacity, which is pretty massive. And then if you had 54 meter booms on there, which is, trying to think how many feet that is. Was that 180? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's a lot of ground can be covered. So we'll set up here, and then we will park the truck here as if we're going to spray this field to the left. And we need to refill the dash, put some chemicals into there. We need to put the pipe out. Get our little laser out there. Apparently this is doing weird things. That's supposed to be going in and out, not side to side. That's fun. I have to fix that, but that's supposed to be going in and out so you can put it out across the ditch to reach into the sprayer in the field. But can I maybe have the option to just directly attach the fiber tanks to the sprayer? Oh, that way. Could maybe. Okay, so yeah, see then sometimes the self-propelleds, for some reason pull type stuff is fine. Self-propelleds, you have to go into the truck. So things strobe there a lot. And then it works fine after that. Also, for some reason, the Agrifac, the fill point, is the cab. Which I don't understand. We're apparently right there. It's sometimes, some of them take a little bit of messing around with. I know I tried out the Fendt one works good. You put it on the tank and it works the way you think it should. So there's that. We can go hop. Let's put that away. Yeah, top airs will be pretty sweet to have. For sure. Now what I'm going to do, because I don't want to go and refill water again at the slow well that has been fixed, we're going to do this. I'm just going to transfer the tank over instead. Yep. Oh, didn't pull it on far enough. There we go. And we can unfold that. We can pick up a fent. The anchor fact does not work because you can't move the wheels unless it is unfolded, which is goofy. I haven't tried these with the wide tires yet. So we will try that. And what are my controls again here? There we go. We get lined up. Come back in a smidge. Not really pushing into the oversized territory. Put the ramps up. Strap it down. Also, the cool thing is, now with how I've changed things around with the dash, if you got both water tanks filled on a trailer, it draws from both evenly. That's kind of cool. They level themselves out. The Phiber pack does come with the gooseneck. We got one over here actually at the shop. Or at the, not the shop, the co-op. Let's see what we get over there. Yeah, if you're on PC, you can download right now and use it. They had a cool thing with at least all the Lizard brand trailers in the pack. Yeah, definitely need to do something with brakes. I don't know whether it's the truck or the trailer. Toe top on here. Let's push that other one out of the way. Oh, fell. Did not make the jump. I don't think you'd get away with it just with the conveyor. I don't think it'd fit to have a middle attacher. Yeah, here's one of the goosenecks. There's one with the hydraulic ramps and one with no ramps. Which actually, I really like the one with the ramps. I've actually been using it quite a bit. So anyways, kind of like I should have made it in 22 already, but I didn't. We'll take this one. Where will we take this sprayer? Trying to think of somewhere I could take you guys on the map that you haven't really seen before. We'll go this way, and then we'll go all the way to the south end of the map. You can raise it, but I don't think you can raise it in the storage position. Plus, I mean, as we discovered with the one with just the tanks. The 2 tanks are already very, very heavy on the truck, so I don't think you get away with the seed tender as well. Weight-wise, it could be pretty heavy. Yes, the bulk tripod pack is coming back. That's kind of next on my list after the dash stuff. It's like the green boxes are done, but the silage bosses are not. The Lockwoods are done as well. And then also I need to make a new pup frame for it. Add some windows to my truck. Which truck? Or what windows would you like added? So we'll head down here. I don't think you guys have really seen this part too much. Yeah, it's a pretty decent hill here. Coming up out of the valley. Definitely feels steeper in real life, though, than it does on this map. Well, actually, there was a point I could have stopped there. But then this will be a grazing pasture over here on the left side. Oh. You mean just like animated windows? Because it's got all the windows on there already. Need to smooth that transition out more. That's quite the angles and such. We'll use our floater tires to spray that stuff down. We need to put the ramps down on the sprayer, or on the trailer. And we will pipe out. I do like the sprayer. Animated windows on the sleeper. Don't really plan on doing anything like that. Yeah, for some reason self-propelleds again don't work. Oh wait, let me move it. I didn't actually put anything in the dash either. Oh, places you that way. I need to do that. No? What? Okay, that's weird. Okay, apparently for some reason... Oh, whatever, we can... That's the first time I've had that not work. I thought it was being pretty consistent. Oh, okay. Put the laser out. Get in the vent. Yeah, self-propelled for some reason don't autofill. Then if you tab to the truck, it starts filling. When you tab back to the sprayer, it keeps filling. The self-propelleds are weird like that, but pull type stuff is fine. I don't understand why. Now we're ready to run down a lot of crop. I believe that's the alfalfa. Dexter says, remember seeing International Truck from one of your French Theater 17 videos. Any chance it might get brought back now it's an official brand? That is actually a very good chance of that. That is one of my planned new 25 mods. Is to bring that truck back kind of with the same, main compatible with the bed pack and everything. Yeah, well, the plan is to bring that back. Not sure yet on sleepers, but I might see if Smemby's released his international by then because they use the same cab. Maybe I will see what the deal is there. If not, I might just have to find some of my own to use. But yeah, I would definitely like to bring that truck back. It's like a 92 or a 9400. I forget which one exactly. But yeah, that is definitely a planned thing. The AI, they do miss some, but in general, I'd say they're not too bad. But yeah, it was weird earlier. We were having issues that the AI wouldn't swath the canola, but they worked just fine for that. Let's go get a massive grain cart. And we'll keep that deer moving. What do we got? We'll go with the claws just for the reason of speed. Where's the claws? I don't want to drive all the way over there. Oh, look, we're here. And we're two down in the ditch. With the deer. And also, kind of in the middle of this cornfield over here, I was thinking of possibly putting, kind of modifying this hog barn from Schultz Modding a bit. Maybe putting kind of two of them in the middle of here. Not sure. They might kind of hang off the map. So I'm kind of doing, two here and here or something with the bins at the front. And then I was thinking of doing them as two, but scripted as one. So you have kind of one manure point and one, fill point for the feed. Maybe kind of bins in the middle or something like that. But I was thinking of maybe doing that just to add a little bit more animal variety to the map. Yeah, it'll be that. Then we'll have a grazing pasture here. Probably one here. And then one over here. So a decent amount of livestock. And then the pasture 2 might do them that they can be mowed then, maybe. See? Could maybe one there, but I might leave that blank and you can always build one yourself if you want. In there. Yeah, got a farmyard here. This farmyard I was kind of thinking maybe using this Meridian Quonset since Giants provided it. Figure might as well use it. It doesn't add anything to the file size of the map since it's part of the game. Yeah, be kind of something like that. I'm not sure, maybe a smaller shop to go in the middle and then some more bins around the outside. Yes, if that's the grass head with the conditioner's tiler, it will, move the material again. That's just because the conditioner rollers are technically a tedder, so it's kind of tedding it again when you travel over it. So yeah, it's kind of a little touchy trying to lift it up at just the right time, just because it is a narrow working width. But yeah, it is kind of, in a way, it's an intended behavior because it's just how it has to be for those rollers. But get rid of the laser there. And yeah, if you guys want the Phiber Dash, it is on itch.io in the current version. I literally uploaded it about 10 minutes before I started streaming. So I put it on there, give feedback on it, try it out this week. This week is a map week for working on stuff, so I probably is going to work on the second grain elevator, get it done. So I can kind of... And apparently I need to refix my parking lot here, because it has gotten messed up somehow. So I need to redo that, which I'm not most pleased about. Ben, yes, this map is coming to all platforms. And then there's some crop stuff to finish up yet, but I also have some crop stuff I need to wait for real life harvest to take some pictures of crops too that I want to do new textures for. Mail for the AI works. That's just a PC only pickup header. It does create an error in the log, so it won't be able to be on the ModHub or all platforms version. But I did put on itch.io because I figured people might appreciate that. And I don't recommend using it in multiplayer because it does not work at all. It does seem to work though in single player, so despite the error. So I haven't tried Courseplay in a while. Honestly, the version I have is so old that the game won't even let me use it. I haven't updated my Courseplay in a long time. I just haven't been playing the game enough to be worth having it. And a little bit I do play the game. The base game AI is good enough for my purposes, so I haven't bothered updating it. ML4, I was gonna put it on the for everyone, and then I was double checking with the person who's I initially got the idea from those the AI balers, and I was talking or messaging with the guy, and he said he'd actually tried it before too, and it doesn't work. It throws an error, so which is too bad, but I don't see why they couldn't enable AI for everything, because it I think works fine on the balers. And now that we have, you tell the AI they're working with, you should be able to just tell them how it was swathed, and it should be able to follow it, no problem. That's something I need to talk to Giants about, but I don't know who would be the best person to talk to. Sometimes with things like that, it depends a lot who you talk to. It's definitely nice to see, though. The other idea I had thought of, which maybe I could try yet, is doing up a console version of the Bushel Plus that would enable it. That the Bushel Plus would function as something that would allow you to then hire a worker. But what that would be, I don't know. Yeah, and the steering assist is good too. At least you're not freehanding like it was in 22 for swathing and harvesting. You can at least use the AI and not pay as much attention. That's kind of the status of things. Kind of upset though that it messed up all my. Because I had all the grass here nicely done around the co-op here and done different grass areas and stuff. Apparently I buggered it up, so that'll be one of my first things to fix tomorrow if I get on. Also this week we're going to be heading out combining in real life, so don't know how much time I'll have during the week. And again, for those who didn't see earlier, we do have our first deco object at the dealer here. Well, it was the 1156 I had started working on before Giants announced the Plains of Prairies DLC, and then I decided that I should at least put the model to use, so it got simplified some, removed a lot of details from it, just to bring the poly count down, because it's just a scenery object. And then I plopped her down here at the dealer. I made an 1150 just to make it different from the DLC tractors. But still will need to plant down some more equipment to fill in the dealer and make it look like they've got something to sell you. For the Phiber stuff, everything can be removed. So, well, actually, the gooseneck specifically, you can't. Where's the gooseneck here? You can't buy an assembled one. Well, the versatile combines are pretty uncommon, Dexter. Like they were just repainted Rossum ashes, essentially. They're pretty rare and not very well liked because they're Russian, and Russians aren't known for building very good quality stuff. But for the dash, the gooseneck, the only ones you can buy them is just as a plain trailer, and then you can build it yourself. Oh, if you guys didn't know, which I'll be adding to this, also how to use it, which I haven't done yet. There's just a lot of booms going on there. But there is actually in the mod version, or in the help menu, there's actually a thing going through, showing you different ways you can put the trailer together, and what pieces are used. How to do the dash reversed, where you can put different things. Yeah, a lot of people don't. Yeah, didn't know that, but yeah. Then there's all this. There's your goosenecks, your different ways to put them together. The X2 flatbed. Oh, and the Winkler grain box also can be used for this. Forgot about that. Yeah. I figured, especially for people on consoles, they don't necessarily know where to find the information on YouTube and stuff, so I'll probably make it the first line of the description when it goes for ModHub that look in the help menu if you need help. Because, yeah, I know it's a complex mod, but there's only so much simplifying you can do, and I hope, doing, adding the big laser that can be moved around makes it easier for people to fill things up. Yeah, Evan, I've seen that one. I haven't done the Dash 2. I mean, technically it wouldn't take much work to make it, but it is, definitely a unique setup. I mean, I'd say it's a very specific to their farm type setup. I don't think it would be generally very useful to a lot of other people. Yeah. Yeah, and then, I will do a help menu, with different things. I don't know on the seed runner. That would be up to someone else. I'm just going to add a note though. Dash for laser. I had debated kind of doing an animated hose thing on the dash, but I don't know how to. It would be a lot of work to do it and then also make it move to follow the laser kind of thing. So I'll maybe wait, and then if manure system comes out someday, I will kind of make it that you can use the hoses that way with manure system. Where's the combine? The field's just too big, I can't see him. Or no, he is over there. Why does it look like he's off in the bushes? Oh, he is off in the bushes. Okay. Could be a possibility, Dexter. If you want to see that, maybe for that one, I would maybe say put it in the Discord bug report section as like a suggestion. And then that can always be, sometimes when I, go to do feature updates on mods, then I look in there for, ideas of what people want to see. I don't remember. This might be the issue with the AI. Let's go. I don't remember. I don't know if I can see that here. Here. Oh yeah, the Discord link is in the description there. So okay, we'll just give up on the AI harvester. So yeah, it's not perfect. If it stops, it's pretty hard to get it going again. it doesn't stop, it works good. Yeah, the Mac is coming back, Nate. I just was leaving it till the end because I was thinking of doing a bit more to it to add some more options and things. And so I figured I'd leave that one to be one of the last mods to convert. Just because, yeah, I was going to spend some more time on it. But we'll see. Your mail 4, I'll be converting my other 2 versatiles, the newer ones, from 22 over. I'm not sure about any other older ones. I might just leave it and then wait till the next FS, and then, because I definitely want to edit the ones that we got in the Plains and Prairies. Because, like, the mechanical front, I would do, you know, the 3 different paint schemes on it, similar to what I did with the newer tractors. Actually, technically there's 4, because there was also an anniversary edition of the mechanical front. And yeah, I definitely would do 976 or the 900s, the 1100s, and kind of do the same thing. You know, add the 1150 to these guys for the next FS. You know, add the other horsepowers to the 900s. Remove Giant's weird weight configurations. Add, you know, some other things. 1156, I was even thinking of doing, I've seen guys have, because transmissions parts are hard to get for these tractors. I was thinking of doing some guys that put John Deere transmissions in, so I was thinking of maybe making that an option even. Put a different transmission in that shifts a little quicker. And also fixing the weight, because these are way too light. Because the 976 weighs more than 1156 according to Giants. Which they did lower the 976 weight, because it weighed like 20 tons before the update. Quick hitch. I mean, I maybe could see, the Delta track I have my own version of, so I could maybe do that. Well, this one definitely has some good parts. Like, it has the new hydraulic setup that they're using now. Instead of them being one big bank, they now have them as 2 stuff. So definitely, once this model is available to be used in the next FS, it'll be nice to be able to take parts, you know, the def tank and stuff like that. A lot of the stuff on this one's now getting to the point of being better than mine, although mine still has a few things that are better done in how it's modeled. Well, I think I'm kind of getting ready to end the stream here, though. Getting close to needing to do a few things before going to bed to get ready for the week. Figured I had enough interesting things today. Maybe it would be better to do it as a live stream. Could do a little bit longer than just my normal weekend update little 10-minute video to show all the different things. So yeah, Cat Farmer, yeah. Transmissions for those tractors, yeah, they're pretty rare. I don't think they make any parts. It's kind of just a matter of finding good parts off of used stuff, which there aren't that many of them either. So yeah, I know I've seen one for sure, but I'm sure there's more guys putting John Deere 24 speeds in. Apparently they work quite well. Yeah, 9882 is going to come back. Yeah, that, and I'll be adding the Ford models to it as well this time, because I think that should be able to go on ModHub. I think we will wrap it up here. And yeah, not sure when we'll next do a stream, but hopefully next weekend we'll have at least a little short video again. Hopefully showing off that new green elevator. Maybe some more town stuff. I'm not sure what else I want to work on. Of course, it depends, I guess, how much time I have. If it might be just the elevator is all that gets done. But yeah. We will sign off here. And yeah, thanks for watching. We will catch you next time. And yeah, don't forget, if you haven't gone and updated your Dash, if you're on PC, you can go do that. If you want to do that. And yeah, have a good night.